Thank you very much for your patience. I know that it will not last too long, so I want to be very shortly and briefly, and I want to share with you the most precious information that we think that we had in this cost action. My name is Sorin Herban. I come from Polytechnica University of Timișoara, and I'm working group leader in this cost action. Cost Harmonious, it's a network of scientists that currently cooperating within the frame of cost. Of course, everybody or most of us know what cost means. An action was named Harmonious. The intention of Harmonious is to promote monitoring strategy, establish harmonized monitoring practices, and transfer the most advanced and UAS methodologies to others within a global network. Whoa, something happened. No. The action of the chair is Professor Salvatore Manfreda for Federico II University of Naples. And actually, this cost action, if I may say, it's like an older brother for this one, because Martin was part of Harmonious, and somehow these two actions were based on the same idea, to promote and to give to the scientific world information about what we are doing. The working group 1, it's related to UAS data processing, and I will give you some information later about what we did in working group 1. The working group 2 is related to vegetation status. Working group 3 is soil moisture content. Working group 4, river morphology and stream flow. And all of this information and all of these practices has to be harmonized in working group 5. The objective of working group 1 is to identify standard procedure from UAS data. And deliverable, it was to a guideline and a workflow for automatic and geometric radiometric correction from UAS-based images. Actually, this guideline had to be finished after 1 year from the beginning. The cost action began in 2017, so after 1 year, our job was done. Now, we actually submitted in the period of time that we had to the guideline, but we understand a lot of things. So I want to share with you the things that we understand. But before that, I just give you a short ideas about our indicators. We have a number in working group 1. This was just in working group 1. A number of scientific articles producing collaboration. 4. We have a training course in working group 1 in Reykjavik. And actually we wanted to have more, but because the period that we just crossed, hopefully is not coming anymore, with COVID situation, we have just one. We have working meeting, we have workshops, but the most important thing in working group 1 were short-time scientific mission. And this produced a lot of information and a lot of value to our working group. We have 9 scientific missions and also 2 book chapters. Some positive results, of course, all of us, we are looking, because we are scientists, we are looking how we can share our scientific work in a scientific world. So just give you some briefly ideas about some articles. We have on the use of UAS for environmental monitoring. The second one, it was assessing the accuracy of digital surface model derived from optical imagery acquired with UAS. And the third one, and I will stay a little bit of this one, is current practices in UAS-based environmental monitoring. And this one, we didn't know when we built this paper, but this one has an excellent impact in the scientific world. And in 2021, and actually this year, it was one of most cited paper in remote sensing journal. you know, it's not about the citation, but all the scientists are looking for citation too. But we understand that the impact of what we build in this journal paper was very important for the scientific world. And we have some challenges and difficulties. We understand that mass utilization of UAS for environmental studies, and there is a serious challenge to harmonize and provide standardized guidelines to use UAS for different studies. And there is a lack of standardized procedure for georeferencing, geometric and radiometric correction, choosing appropriate GSD, and so on. But we understand that we can provide practical guidelines for environmental studies underlining the interconnection of each step in the successful workflow, with emphasizing on the type of the quality of the final product, depending on the final goal of the study itself. Given to the huge number of environmental studies, constraints, and specificities, it's almost impossible to build a protocol that can be applied in all the possible conditions. And we will see a chart just in a few minutes. But what is possible is to provide suggestion about what should be done and what should be avoided in order to improve the overall quality of the final product. And we start to split our work on our ideas in 4 parts, starting with study design, pre-flight field work, aerial data processing, and classification and validation. And all these parts have the protocols or the ideas in it, but also, and this was very interesting, is when you are using UAS for environmental studies, we have processing up, software, drones, and so on. Also, there is environmental condition, and all these dots, it was almost impossible to provide a chain that can be useful in these dots. But finally, we propose environmental mapping workflow, starting from study design, pre-flight work, flight mission, aerial data processing, and in the end, a validation map. Because this information, it has a really good impact in a scientific world, we thought to rewrite the information from this and be very close to a book. So we integrate all this information in a book chapter, and these days will be released by Elsevier. Okay. Another stuff that we did in working group 1 is to build a glossary for UAS-based monitoring terms developed by HARMONIOUS. And if you are checking the web page, called HARMONIOUS, you can see these terms. And these terms are built for general users. Also, another, let's say, successful point in our working group 1 is that we tried and we did an operational manual for the UAS environmental study, including a CONOPS and emergency response plan for EASA, European Union Agency for Safety Aviation. It's still under review, but we are in contact with them, and they are very interested about our work. And also, what we understand is that we have this network of sciences, not just for science, but also for the support small business. I will be done in 2 minutes. 1. For entrepreneurs. So we had a meeting in March, and a company from Romania who's building solutions for drone solution, they all together with us presented that work. And you can see some characteristic of these drones that it's quite fantastic. So I think the best point for our cost action was the network. And what I saw here today is that the potential of this cost action, it's tremendous. I mean, all the scientific papers, all your research studies are really amazed. And I'm very pleased to be part of this cost action. And thank you all, and thank you, Martin. So.
Thank you, Sorin. Are there questions? At which stage is this action?
It's done.
It's done. Okay.
We just finalized our project, and we try to apply for probably for another cost action in the near future.
Okay. And the protocol that you try to standardize is only about photogrammetry?
No.
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 It's general.
It's general, yes. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you to you.